Have you ever found yourself desperately pushing for something to happen, only to watch it slip further away? Whether it's a relationship, career, or personal success, no matter how hard you try, sometimes life just won't bend to your will. The harder you chase, the more elusive it becomes. But what if I told you that the secret to finding true peace, success, and fulfillment is to stop forcing things? This is a powerful lesson from the Stoics, one that could change everything. Today, we're going to dive into why letting go is a superpower and how embracing the flow of life can bring clarity, resilience, and real freedom. We all strive for control. We plan, we work, we try to shape our future with precision. Yet, life is unpredictable. The more we resist this unpredictability, the more we suffer. We get frustrated, stressed, and overwhelmed when things don't go our way. But what if instead of fighting against life, we accepted it? What if we shifted our mindset and stopped trying to control everything? The Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, believed that true peace comes from accepting life as it is. They taught us not to fight against the flow, but to move with it. Let's explore how forcing things only creates unnecessary struggle, and how we can apply Stoic wisdom to embrace life more effortlessly. Control what you can, let go of what you can't. Think of a time you were stuck in traffic, late for an important meeting. You honk your horn, tap your fingers impatiently, and stress out. But does it change anything? You're still stuck in traffic, the clock is still ticking, and nothing you do can change the situation. This is a powerful example of what the Stoics call control. According to Epictetus, the only thing truly in our control is our mind. Everything else, external events, other people's actions, even the weather, is beyond our influence. So why waste energy trying to control the uncontrollable? Instead, the Stoics suggest we focus on what we can control: our thoughts, our actions, and our responses. When you find yourself in a situation outside of your control, simply ask, is this within my power to change? If not, let it go. You'll find that the more you release, the more peace you create. 2. The illusion of force. We often believe that if we push harder, we'll get closer to what we want. We think that by trying more, we can force things into place. But the truth is, the harder we try, the more resistance we face. Take a relationship, for example. If you're constantly texting, overthinking, and forcing things to work, what happens? More often than not, you end up pushing the other person away. Seneca wisely said, "Fate leads the willing and drags along the reluctant." In other words, when we stop trying to force outcomes, we align ourselves with the natural flow of things. Trust that what is meant for you will unfold in its own time, without you having to control every detail. 3. Let go of attachments. Attachment is one of the main sources of suffering. Whether we're attached to people, outcomes, or our own status, the more we hold on, the more fear we create. Imagine holding sand tightly in your hand. The harder you squeeze, the more it slips through your fingers. Life is no different. The more we cling to something, the more we risk losing it. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means releasing the need to control everything and freeing ourselves from the anxiety of attachment. When we stop obsessing over how things should be, we allow life to unfold naturally. We create space for things to come to us, rather than forcing them to happen. 4. Nature has its own timing. Think of a tree. It doesn't rush its growth. It doesn't demand that winter ends early or try to force its blossoms to appear before spring. It grows at its own pace in harmony with nature. This is a lesson we can all learn. Life unfolds at its own pace. Just because things aren't happening the way we want, when we want, doesn't mean they won't happen at all. Sometimes we need to practice patience, And sometimes the things we want most are meant to happen later when we're better prepared for them. Trust the timing of your life. It's often the journey that shapes us more than the destination. 5. Action without force. Does embracing the flow of life mean sitting back and doing nothing? Absolutely not. The Stoics valued action, deliberate, thoughtful, and wise action. But they also believed that our actions should not be driven by desperation or the need to control everything. It's about taking calculated steps toward your goals while remaining detached from the outcome. Think of an archer. He trains, aims, and releases the arrow. Once the arrow leaves the bow, he can't control where it lands. His job is to release it with precision, not to control its destination. Similarly, in life, we should focus on the process, trust the effort we've put in, and let go of the need to control every result. 6. Inner peace comes from surrender. The greatest strength comes not from forcing things, but from surrendering to the flow of life. When we stop trying to manipulate every situation, we unlock a deeper sense of peace. Life can be unpredictable, and things don't always go as planned. But true inner peace arises when we stop trying to force things into place. Marcus Aurelius understood this well. He said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Once you accept this, you find strength. True power lies in mastering your inner world, not in trying to control external events. When you surrender to life as it is, you become unshaken by its challenges. 7. Embrace uncertainty as opportunity. Life is full of uncertainties, and while it's easy to fear the unknown, the Stoics taught us that uncertainty is where true opportunity lies. Just as the ocean is vast and unpredictable, so is life, constantly changing, full of surprises. Instead of fearing uncertainty, we should embrace it as a chance to grow and adapt. Every unknown situation holds the potential for growth that rigid plans can't offer. When you stop trying to predict every step and control every outcome, you open yourself up to new experiences, perspectives, and solutions. Life's unpredictability isn't a threat, it's a doorway to possibility. So the next time you find yourself forcing a situation, whether it's a relationship, a career move, or even your own emotions, pause. Ask yourself, am I flowing with life or fighting against it? True success and happiness don't come from force. They come from trust, patience, and the wisdom to recognize what's within our control and what isn't. Let go, flow with life, and watch how everything begins to fall into place.